Hey, morning, fishy jerks. So today I'm with Callie from Bucks County. She's the president of the Bucks County Aquarium Society. Okay, and we're going to talk to her a little bit about. She also was heavily involved with setting up the clash. So we're going to talk to her a little bit and get some of the inside info about. And thanks so much for joining us this morning. Hi, Callie.
Hello.
So, like you said, you're the president of the Bucks County Aquarium Society.
Yep.
Even though that's not one of the groups that's listed, you guys were heavily involved. Because I've talked to a lot of your members, you were heavily involved with setting up the thing.
Absolutely.
So, how many clubs total really set up? I mean, it's the two. It's the Lancaster. What's their names?
Cichlid Club of York, Aquarium Club of Lancaster County, Bucks County Aquarium Society, Lehigh Valley Aquarium Society. I saw Norwalk was here. Bunch of different clubs.
Very cool.
Everyone comes together because at the end of the day, we're all supporting the hobby.
Yeah.
And it becomes very important, especially in this area where everyone is really close to each other. You gotta support your sister group.
Yeah.
Because you know when you do an event in a few months, they're gonna be right there behind you too.
Gotcha. And that's very cool. I love seeing them all work together like that. And you know, it's not a competition.
Well,
you know?
The fish show's competition.
Well, that's
well,
true.
that's where we get nasty.
Is it?
The clash prize because we tally up the points because you put your club in when you enter. So the winning club gets a prize.
Gotcha.
So that's the bragging rights for the year.
That's why I did see last night in the award show. A couple of guys were really animated when they got their. You know, they were like, "Yes, I did it!" You know, it was awesome.
They had a rivalry with themselves too,
so
gotcha. They were going for it.
Oh, is that the two Long Island guys?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, the killifish guys. Here they come right now, actually.
I'm surprised they don't have their medals on.
Yeah, that was awesome. So last night, there was a lot of people walking around like they were Olympic gold medalists. They had so many medals on and stuff, and it was just awesome to see. So. The fish showroom was so difficult to put together because it's a temporary
Hundreds
thing. Yeah.
Of gallons of water.
Yeah. How many tanks total did you have this year in there? It's like
somewhere between 180 and 200.
Wow. And they were set up from Thursday afternoon,
roughly.
Thursday morning?
Morning they started.
Yeah, so they set them up really quickly and got them all up.
Because I got there Thursday evening. And
Gotcha.
I was like, what they already did it. But we had a lot of help in the morning that time, and thank you so much anyone who's listening who helped out. We really appreciate you because that's a lot to do. It's a lot of carrying stands, it's a lot of carrying glass tanks, and a lot of water.
Yeah,
just
and
a lot of water.
Our very own skipper was involved in that too. He was heavily involved. Now, are you? Is there like a board or anything that puts together the clash and keeps things organized? And are you involved with that as well? Are you?
Yeah. So it's a committee each year. So each year we say, okay, we're planning next year's clash, and that usually starts in January. And we say, okay, who do we want to lead this committee? And then we flesh out the different chairpersons for each thing. So like one person gets hospitality room, one person gets vendors.
Okay.
And so everyone has their jobs, and we build the whole year in order to make this all happen.
Yeah, and it was an incredible event. We had so much fun. You know, there's a lot of fish tubers that were here, which was really cool. I don't know, has that been that way in the past? Have you had a...
Susie Q's over.
Susie Q's, yeah. Susie Q's heavily involved, and she is awesome as well, yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm starting to see more fish tubers about in general, but I think that's because... You know, it's more accepted. We're a force now.
Yeah. I don't think we get looked down as much on. Now, and you have a channel of your own that you've been putting some of your stuff on, a Superfish Nerd.
Right.
Right. And I'll put the description, the link.
Yeah.
I'll put the link in the description.
That one. Yeah, because during the pandemic, I've actually just been putting the Bucks County Aquarium Society meetings on that. At some point, I'll do some of my own content eventually, but right now it's just every month the Bucks County Aquarium Society does their virtual meeting, and it gets posted to that YouTube. So if you catch the right time, you'll get to watch it too. I mean, anyone can tune in for that, but it's a live presentation, so you gotta figure out the timing and and who's speaking.
That's awesome that you're doing that and giving us that extra resource for people on the outside looking in. And I know that you've been on with other fish tubers too. Who are some of the other people that you've been up with before, done talks with?
Susie, I went on her channel. Chris from Multi-Tank Addiction.
Yes.
I'm trying to think who else. I'm just kind of in the background a lot.
Gotcha.
Do a lot of things.
Well, today you're in the forefront, so. Well, we'd like to see you come out and hang out with us more often, in the fish fam stuff. So we do, so many live streams, and sometimes it's not always just fish related.
Driftwood's important.
Excuse me. Sometimes it's not always fish related, but we do. It's a very tight community, so we'd love to see you, hang out with us more often. And maybe I could get you to come up and, like I said, we talked about last night. We do these interview things. I think you would be great for that. That'd be awesome to learn more about you. Is there anything that really stands out that was really, really tough to put together, or you felt like really came together really well about the whole thing? I know you said that the fish room was really tough to put together just because of the whole thing.
Well, originally we were thinking about having that space behind you, which is currently occupied by a gun show.
Yeah.
Which is great. Fish show, gun show, perfect.
It's a very large area.
The pandemic, we were like, we're not going to have as many people as last year, which I'm not sure if that's actually true, because I know we had at least 105 registrants, and that seems pretty regular. And we're gonna have a lot of people through the auction today. But yeah, making do with less space, and then figuring out, okay, how do we handle the overflow of vendors? Because we had way more interest from vendors than we anticipated, even with the pandemic. So it was, okay, these are the people, we'll split it up. These are the people in the room. These are the people in the hallway. These are the people in the atrium. And really figuring that out and making sure that we say, hey, this is secure, this is unsecured, because we don't want vendors to have any surprises. Yeah, that's very important. You got to keep your vendors happy.
Yep, keep them comfortable. Gotcha.
Exactly. Keep them comfortable, keep them come back each year.
Well, again, like I said, we were all talking about last night. We had a blast. There was like 22 people that I knew from FishTube here last night. So that, it was a blast to hang out with all of them, and we all agreed it was a great event. We can't wait to do it again next year. So thank you very much for what all you guys did. You did an amazing job for us. So, is there anything you'd like to tell people before we cut off, or?
Come back next year.
Come back next year.
Come back next year. Follow the Keystone Clash on Facebook. There is a Facebook page and a Facebook group, and the group is nice because you get to see ahead of time what people are bringing. They'll do teasers. So you can get a feel for what it's going to be.
Gotcha. Very cool. Well, thanks for hanging out with us, and thanks for putting this whole thing on.
No problem.